area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. An early morning fire in Ashland is under investigation. Fire crews in that part of Schuylkill County were called out around 1:30 this morning to the home on Walnut Street. The Ashland fire chief called for a second alarm, which brought in firefighters from Gordon, Mount Carmel, Inglewood, and Altamont. There were no injuries. No one was living in the home at the time. A fire marshal back on the scene, trying to determine a cause. That fire in Ashland was the fourth fire in Schuylkill County this weekend. The biggest fire happened Saturday in Ringtown, where crews from Schuylkill, Columbia, and Luzerne counties were called in to battle the blaze. It was just before 9 o'clock Saturday evening when firefighters got the first call for the fire at 23 North Main Street. The fire was quickly upgraded to a second alarm, with a number of water tanker trucks being brought in. The fire got so bad, crews went to a surround and drown attack. They weren't sending anyone inside the buildings. At least 3 homes were involved. All occupants escaped without injury. Fire quickly engulfed multiple residences as crews dealt with high winds. One firefighter did suffer an ankle injury and was taken to a local hospital for an evaluation. That fire was brought under control around 10:30. The fire still under investigation. Fire crews in Frackville were called out to a house fire on Railroad Street on Friday. Firefighters were given a report of smoke coming from the house with a person on the porch roof. Firefighters used the ladder truck and ground ladders to rescue a woman and 2 dogs from the roof. Crews were able to bring that fire under control quickly. No word on how that fire got its start in Frackville. Firefighters in Ryan Township had a hard firefight on Friday. Crews were called to 390 Tuscarora Mountain Drive for a garage fire. When crews arrived on the scene, they found the fire spread from the garage to the house. Ryan Township's fire chief called in more crews to assist with fighting that blaze. Due to the rural location of the home, tankers were called in to bring water to the scene. Fire crews believe a large pine tree knocked over high voltage lines next to the garage in the end, leading to the cause of the garage fire. The residents were not home at the time of that blaze. No injuries were reported. And fire at a home in Pittston Sunday afternoon. Crews were called out to the 100 block of Panama Street. The family living there got out okay, but lost everything. The fire marshal back on the scene to determine a cause. It was an early morning crash that claimed the life of a man from Tower City on Sunday. State troopers say 29-year-old Jason Hops lost control of his vehicle on Dietrich Avenue in Porter Township. The vehicle then struck a large rock and rolled several times. He was thrown from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene. Mahanoy City Police investigating reports of a stolen vehicle. The victim told them between 2 and 9 a.m. on March 3rd, a 2004 Honda Pilot, red in color, with Pennsylvania registration KHW 0841, was taken from the 100 block of East Pine Street. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Mahanoy City Police Department at 570-773-2310, and if by chance the vehicle is spotted, you're to call 911. Coming up on WYLN News, some still without power after Friday's storms. Plus, Bill Cosby was back in the courtroom today. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast, and winter is not letting go just yet. Tonight we have clouds and an overnight low of 20. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies with a high on the way to 43. Then a winter storm watch in effect late Tuesday night through late Wednesday night. And it's another one of those depending on the storm track. And right now, accumulations ranging up to 6 inches. And by the way, looking ahead, clocks go ahead 1 hour this coming weekend. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
ETA Benefits is a full-service independent insurance agency and employee benefits advisory firm proud to serve Northeastern and Central Pennsylvania since 1999. Call 570-669-5050 or go online to etabenefits.com. Independent Life Home Care offers in-home non-medical care with RN, LPN, home health aide, and companion services in Luzerne and Carbon counties. They accept Medicaid waivers, VA benefits, long-term care insurance, and private pay. Call 570-904-8822 for a free assessment.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Pennsylvania's Attorney General is suing the ride-hailing company Uber, saying it broke state law when it failed to notify thousands of drivers for a year that hackers stole their personal information. The lawsuit was filed earlier today in Philadelphia and said hackers stole the names and driver's license numbers of at least 13,500 Pennsylvania Uber drivers. It accuses Uber of violating a state law to notify people of a data breach within a reasonable time frame. Washington and Chicago have also sued. A judge says he's putting Bill Cosby's lawyers on notice after they falsely accused prosecutors of hiding or destroying evidence in his sexual assault case. Judge Stephen O'Neill rejecting the prosecution's request today to throw Cosby's new lawyers off the case. The judge says he's reluctant to break up Cosby's legal team with his retrial looming. Cosby is charged with assaulting a woman at his suburban Philadelphia home in 2004. His first trial ended in a hung jury. More than 100,000 utility customers across the state are still without power following a destructive nor'easter that shuttered some schools and left some residents unsure about when they can even return home. Hundreds of crews continue to work throughout the day today, clearing trees and repairing power lines damaged by the storm that swept in on Friday. Officials say some customers may not have their service restored until at least Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday. If you have reported an outage, you can track the status of your repairs at pplelectric.com/outage. Actor David Ogden Stiers, best known for his role as Major Charles Emerson Winchester III in the TV comedy series MASH, died on Saturday. He died peacefully at his home in Newport, Oregon, after a courageous battle with bladder cancer. Stiers was born in Peoria, Illinois in 1942. He was nominated for 2 Emmy Awards for his performance as Winchester in MASH. Younger generations may recognize his voice work in several Disney movies, including the classic Beauty and the Beast as Clocksworth and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. He was an avid fan of classical music as well as a gifted musician. He was a resident conductor for the Newport Symphony in Oregon and guest conducted dozens of orchestras around the country. The Newport Symphony said in a statement they were sorry for the loss, and Stiers was 75. Coming up on Maple Manor's News Choice, meal kits for those in need on Community and You, plus A big weekend for Hazelton basketball. WYLN's Ryan Osachi has the highlights. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup with a Snow Dog plow, or have an active family lifestyle, or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in now and take advantage of the spring sales event.
E&R Cycle, located on South Route 309, is now your Textron Off-Road side-by-side ATV dealer. Textron Off-Road is proud of their past and driven by the future to give you the best off-road ATV, with power and performance. You can build and price your vehicle. Choose from the basic Stampede to Stampede 4X or the side-by-side Wildcat Trail to the Sport or LTD model. No matter which one you choose, you'll have an ATV that will get the job done. Stop in or call E&R Cycle at 570-455-7430.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You're going to meet the professionals from Omni Healthcare. They are providing a wonderful mental health service in the greater Hazelton area. A little bit of twist on our show. It will be in English and in Spanish. You'll want to see this. Join us.
Wyln, everyone. I'm Gary Perner. We're back here at Christ Lutheran Church in Cunningham. We're talking about a Lenten challenge, and Fred's going to explain this all to us. So, in your 200 years of service celebration here at the church, you guys are doing something unique. We're creating some meal packages. So, how does this work, Fred?
Yes, we're going to package 30,000 meals if we raise enough money. We're going to set up an assembly line, and basically volunteers from the church and the community will fill the meal packages, seal them, and get them ready for use. And the neat thing about our event is we've partnered with End Hunger New England, part of the outreach project, and we get to decide where these meals go. And most of the meals will stay local.
Wonderful. So this is a great way to help, neighbors in need. So how does this exactly work? So when you say you package a meal, you think of maybe the MREs that the military would use, or something like that. So what are these?
Well, they're dried meals. One meal will feed 6 people.
Wow.
They're a designed meal that is completely nutritious and also tastes good. They're dried meals. They have a shelf life of about 2 years. And the volunteers will be filling the packages with each of the individual ingredients, weighing it, making sure that it's the right weight for the package, and then they'll seal the meal, and then we have people who label it and box it and get it ready for the food pantries and the other places they'll be delivered.
So when will this take place, and how can somebody get involved?
Well, it's going to be Saturday, March 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day. And if they want to be involved, they can call the church. They can come to the church. We're going to have a sign-up board. We need about 82 volunteers for our morning shift, which is going to run from 9:30 to noon. And we have an afternoon shift, which starts at 1:30 and ends before 4.
Wonderful. So people can get involved, not only members of the church here, but people from the community that want to help out and get involved. And when we're doing this too, you also have to raise some funds to go along with it, and the board behind us kind of shows us where we're at. You have to reach a goal of $7,500. So how is that going so far for you guys?
It's pretty good. We have enough funds to pay pay for 18,000 meals so far, and the money is still being collected. A quarter feeds someone. That's one of the neat things about these meals. $1 feeds a family of 4.
Wow, that's
so
amazing.
It makes a big impact.
And if somebody says, you know, I can't come down and help package, but I want to make a donation, how could they do that?
Well, they can send it to the church. They can stop by and donate here or mail it. And we're going to have some other collection sites across the valley, so be on the lookout for those as well.
Wonderful. Well, Fred, thanks so much for filling us in about this and learning all about it. And you want to take part, you can come down here on the 17th and help in the assembly line. They'll be here all day. When you can also stop by and drop a donation off. Maybe if you can't come down and help out yourself, but you want to give back, this is a great way to do it. Thanks for joining us here on Community and You, everyone. We'll catch you next time on WYLN.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries. World-class heart care and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for Greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
For creative cuisine and handcrafted cocktails, visit Four Blooms in Drums.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, and outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to watch archived shows and a live stream of our broadcast shows. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
The Hazleton area boys took to the court Saturday to battle it out on the hardwood against Scranton. WYLN's Ryan Osachi was at the game and has this recap for us.
Saturday night, the Hazleton boys basketball team faced the Scranton Knights in the District 2 6A Sub-Regional Championship game. The Cougars' overall record coming into this game was 22-1, while Scranton was 16-7. This is the second year in a row Hazleton made it to the championship. They lost last year to Williamsport 64-56. With redemption on their mind, the Cougars came out firing, hitting 5 of 7 3-pointers, 2 from Josh Samick, 2 from Joey Grula, and 1 from Demir Faison. At the end of the first quarter, the Cougars were up 21-9. The second quarter was much more even, with both teams scoring 8 points, including this huge dunk by Scranton senior Kyron Harbin. Going into halftime, the score was 29-17 in favor of the Cougars. Hazleton stepped on the gas in the third quarter, outscoring Scranton 18-12. Jeff Palunitis sprinted down the court and added another slam dunk to his repertoire. The score at the end of the third quarter was 47-29, with the Cougars still in the lead. A little over 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, Hazleton extended their lead to 55-33, their largest lead of the night. But then, Scranton also stepped on the gas and started a rally. They went on an 18-2 run with points scored mostly by seniors Robbie McAndrew and Kyron Harbin, including another massive dunk by Harbin. Their comeback was cut short at 57-51 after Scranton was forced to foul. Hazleton capitalized and hit most of their free throws. As the last few seconds ticked down, Hazleton began celebrating their championship win with a final score of 61-51. This was Hazleton's first championship win since 2014. Key players for Hazleton was Joey Grula with 16 points and 2 out of 3 on three-pointers. Jeff Planutis with 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals. Demir Faison with 13 points. Josh Samick with 10 points and hitting 2 out of 4 three-pointers. And Sparky Wolk with 8 points and 3 assists. Coach Joseph did the honors of placing gold medals on his players, congratulating them on a very successful season. The Cougars went 23-1, winning the District 2 6A Sub-Regional Championship. Coach Joseph felt this game was especially important to the senior class.
It's great, what they've meant to our program, this group of seniors led by Joey, Josh, and Jeff. They've been such a huge part of our program, and if they wouldn't have gotten this gold medal and gotten a chance to play in the state tournament, I'd have been devastated. And fortunately, we held on. The fourth quarter wasn't so pretty for us, but the first 3 quarters, I think we really set the tone.
Joseph is very happy with the performance of his team throughout the year.
We played really well throughout this year. I'm proud as heck as this group, and we're really excited about going into the real March Madness now, the state tournament.
Hazleton will now enter the PIAA tournament facing Norristown in round 1, who is ranked number 7 in District 1. The game will be played Saturday, March 10 at the Berwick High School Gym at 4 p.m. Good luck, Cougars, and congrats on the championship win. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Ryan Osachi.
And that was Saturday. On Sunday, Hazleton area girls on the court as well. They took on the girls from Scranton. Ryan also gives us the recap of that game.
Sunday night, the number 2 seed Hazleton girls basketball team faced the number 1 seed Scranton Knights in the District 2 Class 6A Sub-Regional Championship game. It was a rematch from last year's championship game where Scranton won by 31 points. Scranton got off to a fast start with 2 quick baskets, but after that, it was Hazleton gaining all the momentum. The Lady Cougars can attribute their success to Joe Gavio's infamous full-court press. This organized chaos helped Hazleton rack up turnovers, which led to important points. The full-court press also stopped Scranton from setting up any design plays, forcing them to take bad shots and force passes. Along with Hazleton's exceptional defense, it seemed Scranton couldn't figure out the Cougars. In the final seconds of the first half, Diane Garnett lobbed a pass to Morocco, who sprinted down court and hit a buzzer-beater layup. Going into halftime, the score was 25-16 in favor of Hazleton. The Lady Cougars continued their success in the second half, sinking shots and capitalizing off turnovers. The rest of the game, Hazleton kept at least a 7-point lead as they continued their relentless full-court press and also continued putting up big points. The final seconds of the game, Carly Krasansky scored a buzzer beater, making the final score 52-37 Hazleton. The Lady Cougars celebrated their very first championship win in its program history. Needless to say, the girls were very happy about the win. Coach Gavio had the honor of putting gold medals on his team as he congratulated and hugged them. Key players for Hazleton included Virginia Yurchak with 13 points, 2 out of 4 on three-pointers, and 6 rebounds. Maddie Morocco with 11 points. Kyra Antolik with 9 points. Faith Grula with 6 points, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. And Diamond Truluk with 5 points and 6 rebounds. Coach Gavio felt the Lady Cougars had the edge because they controlled the tempo of the game with their offensive play and full-court press defensively.
By creating tempo, I thought they got a little tired. I thought their legs got tired, their bigs. We wanted to get controlling tempo. Just when you press, it's not about just getting steals. It's controlling tempo, creating havoc. We call it a controlled frenzy. I thought they got a little tired toward the end. They missed some shots that they didn't, and that wears on you over the course of a game.
Coach was extremely proud of his team season and very happy the girls were able to win a championship.
Excited for the girls because it's been an up and down year, and with a lot of things, just a lot of things, and to win a gold medal here against the team that beat you last time at the arena, they get to go into the state tournament. Our boys won. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
Hazleton will now enter the first round of the PIAA tournament facing the number 8 seed of District 1, Neshaminy. The game will be played Friday, March 9th. A time and location has not yet been determined. Congrats on the championship win, and good luck in the first round. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Ryan Osachi.
Absolutely. Congratulations to the ladies and the gentlemen. Berwick area's Salem Elementary School got a visit today from one of its Olympic famous alumni this afternoon. WYLN's own Julia Wiegand has that story.
Two-time Olympian and Salem's very own alumni Jason Turdeman paid a visit to his old Berwick Elementary School this afternoon. Turdeman spent the time telling Salem students of his once-in-a-lifetime experience.
So I was in 6th grade, and my mother worked for Verizon, who was the main sponsor of USA Luge for 30-something odd years. And I get home from school, and she goes, "Hey, Jason, I saw this flyer at work for luge tryouts next week in Syracuse." And I said, being from NEPA, "Mom, what's luge?" And her verbatim response was, "I don't really know, but the kid on the poster looked like they were having a blast." And that's all it took to get 10-year-old me, get in a car the next weekend, drive to Syracuse, try the sport out on wheels for the first time. And here we are almost 20 years later.
The doubles luge athlete finished 10th at the Olympic Winter Games in South Korea this year with Matt Mortensen, their 4th season together. USA's team relay finished 4th by just 1/10 of a second, which would have been the first U.S. team relay medal at the Olympic Games.
So luge is like riding a roller coaster with your eyes closed. It's the ultimate sledding experience. If anyone's ever gone down a hill in the wintertime on a sled, you know that little bit of exhilaration you get when you're just letting it fly. I do that on a ×10 scale. We reach speeds up to 80, 90 miles an hour in a track that we're not actually connected to anything. We have full range of where we want to go within, and it's just super fun. I've yet to find anything that gives me that same adrenaline rush or that same thrill. And I try a lot of things that are pretty crazy. I've jumped out of planes, I ride motorcycles, all that stuff. Nothing's quite like the sport.
Tournament is still unsure whether he'll compete in China in 2022, but we'll have a better idea come April after meeting with teammates, coaching staff, and the administrative staff of USA Luge.
It's nice to be able to give back to the community that's given me so much. This area, Berwick specifically, is behind me for the last 18 years doing this crazy dream, and to come back and give back to the kids, hopefully inspire the next generation. It's kind of like bringing everything full circle for me, and I really enjoy that.
The assembly concluded with tournament answering questions the students came up with ahead of time and introducing a future local luge competitor to the elementary school. Salem Elementary students wore red, white, and blue today in honor of tournament's visit. Reporting from Berwick for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Go Jason, and see that? Listen to your mom. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network. Weather on WYLN TV 35 is brought to you by Damn User for Congress.